welcome back to my channel, Dear Life Diary. Here I take you down memory lane as I share real stories from my life. Today's story is a childhood memory that revolves around my parents, and eventually they are divorced. But before we begin, please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any upcoming stories. Now let's get into today's episode. I grew up in a very small town, and from my 3-year-old eyes, I remember my mom being around most of the time. What I can't forget though is the feeding process. My mom would chew rice and then spit it out to feed me. Gosh, I'm so glad I'm grown up now. My dad, on the other hand, worked far away in the city. He only came home most weekends to visit us. I can't remember ever seeing my parents truly happy together, but I do remember their fights. My dad would grab a knife, my mom would reach for a pounding stick, and they did yell at each other. My brother, who was 5 at the time, would quickly carry me into the room, shut the door, and hold me tight, trying to stop me from crying even though he was crying himself. After every fight, Mom would eventually come in to get us, but Dad would already be gone. Over time, they began living apart. Then one day, I woke up to find myself at my paternal grandmother's house. I don't even remember how we got there, just that my brother sat beside me, trying to comfort me as I looked around in confusion. Grandma fed us, played with us, and 2 days later, Dad came and took us to the city with him. That was the start of my father's life as a single parent. His company gave him a house in the staff estate, and he hired a maid to care for us while he worked. Soon, we started school and began our new life with Dad. He was loving, caring, and at the same time, very strict. Fast forward to my teenage years. That was when my relationship with my father began to change. My brother would make a mistake and get scolded. But if I made that same mistake, I got the cane. It made me feel like my dad disliked me just because I was a girl. Anyone from Africa knows how the male child is often favored. But even with that, I still loved my brother deeply. Somehow, I was matured enough not to resent him for Dad's action. You know that saying, if you beat a child too much, they stop fearing the cane? My dad learned that the day I finally snapped at him in the back of the car. The driver was so shocked he hit the brakes. Dad just stared at me, speechless. I had reached my breaking point. I was tired of being yelled at and never being good enough. That frustration made me rebellious. Twice, I even tried to run away to find my mother, though I had no idea where to start. My dad would lock me in my bedroom and shout, "One day you will learn the truth about your mother, and then you can decide for yourself if you still want to live with her." Eventually, I did meet my mother and spent a few days with her. I was excited at first, but that very visit opened my eyes. On the very first night, through her behavior and the chaos around her, I realized most of the things my dad said about her were true. The problem wasn't my father, it was her. She was the one who had left us with Grandma to go live her own life. In that moment, the anger I had towards my father turned into love. I remember whispering to myself, "Thank God I didn't grow up with this woman." When I returned home, I hugged my dad tightly and told him everything I had seen. He finally sat me down and told me his side of the story. "Your mother cheated on me, not once, not twice. While I worked to provide for the family, she was with other men. It was humiliating. Every time I came home to visit, neighbors, their wife, would walk up to me to warn me or inform me that she was getting too close to their husbands or brothers. That's why we fought. I didn't want to divorce her. I loved her, and I was hoping that she would change. But when she abandoned you and your brother at my mother's place, and her family insulted me when I even went to beg her to come back home, I gave up." That conversation helped me finally make sense of a childhood memory that I had always puzzled me. Something I saw as a little girl that I'll reveal in the next video. That moment confirmed for me that my father had been innocent all along. And then, in 2023, something unexpected happened. Her brothers, now elderly men, came to town for a conference and asked to meet me. We met at a restaurant and they were so happy to see me. One of them said, "We've tried to reach your father for years. Please tell him we are sorry." Our sister lied to us about him. She recently confessed everything. We don't know why. Maybe because she is sick right now. We were so rude to your dad back then when he came to ask her back. Now we see he was the one telling the truth. Hearing that, I felt such relief. My father was finally vindicated. It's true what they always say. Nothing is hidden under the sun, and the truth will always be revealed. I'm still in touch with my uncles and aunts from my mother's side. I don't deny my mother, but I've made it clear to her I can never love her. I only acknowledge her. My love is for my father, the one who stood by me through everything, the tears, the laughter, the fights, the sickness, the struggles. This story is a reminder to every child from a divorced home. Don't take sides until you are old enough to understand both stories. Love your parents equally until you learn the truth for yourself. Then you can decide how you want to handle it. In my next video, I'll share the 3 childhood memories I'll never forget and why they confirmed everything I just shared with you. Please drop a comment, let me know where you are watching from. Subscribe and don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you don't miss the next upload. Have a wonderful day and bye.